you're welcome to another beautiful edition of the show Perspectives. Yinka Kenny is my name. As usual, you know that I always come to the studio with this gentleman, Habib Abdul.
And as usual, this gentleman is always here to co-host this beautiful show. Good morning, viewers. You're welcome once again to another beautiful edition of the show, your show Perspectives.
Yes, it promises to be an exciting one. Last week was really eventful. It was beautiful, yes. So many things with it.
Nigeria is an eventful country.
I tell you something.
Not entirely, but this Nigeria.
Oh my God. Something will always happen. Something will always, you know, people actually.
Events will happen without planning. So we don't need event planning.
We don't need, oh my God, we really don't need events plan now. Oh my God. Remember that here on the show, what we do is to bring it all to you. If it happened, it's happening, or it's been talked about. The gist is right here on Perspectives. And this morning, the number to call is 09067575 Our phone lines will be thrown open immediately after this first story that we have for you. Our major story this morning, a sad one. At times you just wonder if Nigerians are frustrated, if it's hunger, if it's annoyance, if it's anger, you know, people trying to, you know, put on their anger on the next person, the next available person, and you know, everybody violence here, violence there, and
anger begets annoyance.
Unfortunate incidents happened some days, 2 days ago. A certain man somewhere in Ota, he killed his wife. Well, according to the story, it was reported that he said it was an error. It was, you know, it's not something he purposely did. Yes, what happened? He said the woman woke up. The baby was crying. The woman woke up in the morning, and he woke the woman up, and she said she was just too tired that morning. And he insisted that this baby is crying, breastfeed this baby. But she said she's tired. She cannot breastfeed the baby, that she just woke up tired that morning. And she stood up, left the baby crying, and was on her way out of the room. The man, in annoyance, pulled her back and gave her a slap. She fell down and gave up the ghost.
That's really sad.
Really sad.
Control of emotions. It may not even be related to hunger. It could be a temperament thing. You know, if you are such a person that you find it difficult controlling your temper, controlling your temper, such things could happen. So I think that the lesson there is that we should, you know, always try to control our temper, control our anger, control our emotions
at every point in time.
It's not for a woman that you must express.
For a woman to have woken up and watching her baby crying and insisting that she's too tired, then something is amiss. Definitely, maybe she's not feeling well. Maybe her body system is just not working right or something. Definitely she's tired. All the man could have just done is let her be and, you know, try to pick up the child and, you know, do something to, you know, there are, you know, other ways to go about it instead of just, now we're calling someone to come and breastfeed your child, and at the end of the day, you are beating her up. Tell me, how is she emotionally balanced? Will she, even if she hadn't died, would she have been emotionally balanced to breastfeed the child?
Such situations, you would have had interchange of words, but it still boils down to that control of emotions.
According to the story, there was really she was too tired to even talk. She was too tired to even converse.
But she was dead.
No. Before the slap. She just stood up from the bed.
It depends on who is narrating.
On her
you
way,
understand what I'm saying?
Way out. It was the husband. It was the husband that was narrating the story, because he's been arrested and his case is being taken to court.
Justice will be served.
I just hope, because this justice will be served. It's always justice will be served every time. The number to call in is 09067575
They're calling already.
Okay, let's hear your own perspective of the story.
Yes, good morning. Good morning. Your name and where you're calling from? Okay. Let's let others come in.
Okay. Oh, that's a very sad one there. And unfortunately, we have another story. Habib, you have another story?
Something related to that. It's sad as well as it is unfortunate, really. A 17-year-old, and by name Aisha Bello in Zamfara State, attempted suicide by, trying to set herself ablaze. You ask me why?
Why?
The boyfriend, as it were, could not afford the bride price, and then the head of the clan, the head of the area, is supposed to organize the wedding. She says she's fed up of staying alone. 17-year-old.
In-law, this loving thing.
She's fed up of staying alone, and she wants marriage. So when it was getting serious, they advised the head of the area there to talk to her, and then the head of the area talking to her just came out point blank that no, they can't arrange a wedding for now.
Because the guy, the boy himself, he doesn't even have a job. He's
jobless. Do you understand?
Which is the right thing to do.
He just told her point blank, and he immediately left. The girl looked for kerosene, wet herself with kerosene, and struck a match. She's in the thank God she didn't die. She was hospitalized, and she's recovering. And even the hospital fees, the family could not pay. So it's sad as it is unfortunate.
This case bounces back to, I think she needs a sort of orientation.
That's why I said it shouldn't have been a point blank thing, but probably he was not thinking she's that determined. But somebody that is if you perceive evidence of depression, and one should just tread carefully, no matter.
Exactly.
Like I always say, it's not all the time you tell the truth.
Don't start that there.
Sometimes you'll be diplomatic.
Don't start that there. Do we have a call?
Yes. Okay, we have a call now. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah. Good morning. Welcome to the show. What's your name and where are you calling from?
This is Stephen Emerson. I'm calling from Ojodu.
Okay, Stephen from Ojodu. Yes, let's have your perspective. Welcome.
God is going to help us in this country.
Amen.
Amen.
If a 17 years old girl is saying she's tired of sitting at home, in the normal life, you see some people at that 17, they are still facing their studies.
Exactly.
Just thank God. And for the man that slapped the wife, and at the end, so there are some women too that we just pray that God should not give us a woman that will be tempting our anger too.
Amen.
Amen.
For the man to just have the grace of God, for you to be able to endure something, you can allow God to take control from breastfeeding the baby on bed. So at the end of the day, there's no how you can justify, that man can justify his
Exactly.
reason. It's only God. I just pray that God should just take control.
Thank you.
I will. Thank you, Stephen.
Thank you for
I
calling.
appreciate your call.
Yeah. Well, so many things are just happening. Those some years back, some of these stories we hear today used to be sort of fiction to us.
Yes.
It's as if Nigerians are happy people. This can never happen in Nigeria. But so many things are happening now. A 14-year-old senior secondary school 1 student in Ughelli North committed suicide over a failed relationship with her boyfriend. She hung herself to the ceiling fan, leaving a suicide note. That's another unfortunate 14-year-old. That's another unfortunate one.
Really unfortunate.
Really, really unfortunate. You want to pick a call?
Yes. Good morning. Good morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Favor.
Okay, Favor.
Favor, put down the volume of your TV set so we can hear you.
Okay. Yes, go ahead. We lost. Okay, we lost that.
Okay, please, when you want to call us, put down the volume of your TV set and listen through the phone and not via your television. Habib, you want to pick a call?
Okay, that's it. Good morning. Yes, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, sir. Your name and where you calling from?
My name is Owolabi. I'm calling from Surulere.
Okay, go ahead. Let's have your perspective.
Okay. For the man, it's just unfortunate that the man had to slap the wife just because of the baby crying. It's unfortunate. Like you said, he's supposed to control his anger and emotion. It's a thing that the man can allow the wife to sleep and try to pet the baby, and later correct the woman, because
exactly.
You can't, someone that is dead now, you can't wake him up or wake him or her up again. So it's very unfortunate. And for the other 16 years old or 17 years old lady, she wants to get married to someone that is not ready. Why? She now killed herself.
She tried to.
She didn't succeed.
Hello?
She didn't succeed. She didn't die.
Yes. Someone needs to talk to her.
Yes.
Someone needs to. Like, marriage is not something you just venture into. You need a lot of resources to make the marriage work. So if the husband doesn't have what to give you, you are just going to suffer in that marriage.
Exactly.
So for the 14 years old, that one, in fact, what is happening in this country, God should just help us.
Amen. Amen. Exactly.
Some things will just leave you speechless.
Next level that we are, God will help all of us.
Amen. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling.
You're welcome.
Yes. I think depression is our reality now.
It is our reality.
And it's something that should be dealt with. Like I tell everybody, watch your next door neighbor.
Yes.
Watch the next man beside you, the next woman beside you. Once the attitude is changing a bit, the person is going in and out of mood, something could be amiss, because you just never can tell. Anything could just, happen and
could be happening underneath.
Exactly.
But a lot of people still cover up with smiles, and you won't even know.
You won't even know exactly.
Yes.
Just a doctor friend told me some time ago that a friend of his died, due to depression, and he was wondering how. And he is a psychiatric doctor.
Okay. And so he didn't even observe.
He wondered how it escaped him. So I think we should.
People like Robin Williams committing suicide.
Exactly.
This guy is making us laugh.
Exactly.
Making us happy,
and he has issues.
I think
knew. We should. I think what we should do is, as much as we can, try to give words of encouragement to each other, because you find out that most times people don't even say what they are going through. So let's just try, to encourage, one another and be there for ourselves. The show is still Perspectives. We want to go on a short break right now. Please stay tuned and don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back. The show is still Perspectives. I'm still Yinka Kenny in the studio, Habib Abdul. We're still here giving you what's been happening. And Nigeria is happening.
It is so.
It's happening. We're talking about the South African returnees now.
Yeah.
They have come. So okay, some of them have come.
Okay.
You know, as much as I am not for the xenophobic attack, I'm not for, you know, the whatever, you know, violence is going on, you know, out in South Africa. But I want to wonder, I can't imagine myself leaving Nigeria for South Africa.
Okay.
I don't, you know, I don't just...
But well, some found their way there, and they have established the means of, you know, livelihood there. You know, it's
and they cannot afford to come back to Nigeria?
It's not all that. It's not always that easy to just shut down and come back. But now there's a threat to life, they just have no choice, and they have to come back.
Well, which means for the fact that some of them would have really loved to come back, but they didn't have the means to come back, which means life isn't been that.
No, not exactly. Not that they would have loved to come back. I'm not speaking for all of them, but some you would have, yes, they are still, you know, finding their feet. But when you now see that there's a threat to life, it's happened in Nigeria too. Even in the northern Nigeria, you have people, you know, coming
migrating to,
but they've been there for years, and you know.
Well, I just feel that anywhere in the world,
yes,
you go
to
anywhere in the world you go to, there's no place like home. Home will always be home.
Yes,
that's my own opinion, and thank God, you know, there is succor. But what's the big gist this morning? The chairman CEO of Nigeria in Diaspora Commission, Abike Dabiri Erewa, said Nigerians returning from South Africa will receive airtime worth 40,000 naira and 9 gigabyte valid data for 2 months. This was said through Gabriel Odu for the media unit of the commission. Well, they have also said that they will receive some stipend to convey them to their various destinations. Well, in addition to that, the Bank of Industry is willing to give to them soft loans for those that are ready to start up small businesses. I want to hear your perspective on this. This 40,000 naira data. You are bringing people from South Africa. Are you telling them to come and balance and start browsing? Okay. Now, BOI is giving, you know, soft loans to them, you know, to start small-scale businesses. I want to talk like the prodigal son's elder brother. A lot of people that are here in Nigeria, they don't have access to that. They've been here, they've been serving the age together. We know, they say, let's stay here and serve ages together. They've been serving the age together since all these years, since they were born in Nigeria. A lot of people would have wanted access to those soft loans, but they do not have. Now you brought people all the way from, as good as it is, as good as it is.
Remember, the process of obtaining loans is not just I'm from South Africa, give me a loan.
But this one, they make it seem as if this one is automatic. No.
That's the starting point.
This is automatic in the sense that you have brought someone that came with almost nothing. So what is this?
He was doing something there before.
Fine. But he's here with almost nothing. He has an immediate access to this loan. I have been here in Nigeria. I've been struggling and struggling. The number to call is 09067575
Did you apply? Remember that some of these people...
Pick your card. I've been blessed to sit to this morning.
You remember that some of those people still have their people back there, so they need to make calls. It's not just about the browsing. They lost a lot. Yes, good morning. Hello, good morning. Oh, we lost that.
Oh, please do well to call us back. I really want to.
Okay, we have another caller here. Okay. Hello, good morning. Good morning, sir. Yes, good morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
Good morning. Are you hearing me?
Yes.
Speak a bit louder.
Okay, I'm Lagos.
Okay. We can hear you. Go ahead.
Where are you calling from?
Okay, your name?
Lad.
Okay, Lad from Ikorodu.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Now what you said is a reality.
Sorry?
Well, what the madam said is a reality.
Okay.
We'll be here struggling. Doing a lot of things. Working for our country. We did not give us any rebate. But this will just brought them out. Brought them from Nigeria, brought them from up country where they went to look for their own green passport. Then we don't know what transpired there. They were brought down here. Then you want to give them 40,000 naira. Give them, and the people browsing here, they're catching, they're even holding them, they're browsing. You want to give them 40,000 naira browsing is it to internet for everything?
Thank you for calling. Thank you for calling. Thank you. I appreciate your call. I think we can still pick one more call before we wrap up the show this morning. The number to call is
Yes.
oh, please do call. When you want to call, put down the volume of your TV
Of your
set.
TV set.
I think we can pick one more call before
Yes,
we
we
go.
can. Good morning. Good morning. Please turn on the volume of your TV set.
Okay. We want to, we don't leave the show.
Let's take this lucky caller.
Okay.
Good morning.
Okay.
Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Yes, good morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning. We can hear you. Your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Veronica. I'm calling from Ikotun.
Okay, Veronica from Ikotun. Go ahead. Let's have your perspective.
It's good. The way you welcome from people from Africa, South Africa,
Okay.
is very good.
It's very good.
Just welcome them very well.
Okay.
Okay.
Give them whatever they want.
Okay.
Okay, that's
thank
your
you
own
very
perspective.
much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you have that. Give them whatever they want.
Yeah, it's different strokes for different folks. The other caller, he felt that, well, we have been working, just like me too, I feel same way. And Veronica is there with Abi. So it's 1-1 goal, it's 1-1 goalless draw, Abi. So Veronica is supporting you. Our first caller supports me. Anyway, that's all we can take. That's all we can take from our viewers this morning. We want to quickly go to the social media. You know that we don't ever leave the studio without telling you what's going on in the social media. This morning from Dr. Joe Abba, he has come out to say that at 5%, Nigeria has one of the lowest VAT rates in Africa. However, I am not sure that the timing of this proposed increase is the best. People are struggling. For now, it would have been better to widen the tax net and target luxury goods so that the poor doesn't suffer more, which I also share same opinion with him. Abi, what do you have there?
Yes, this one is on a light note from Victor Owo. And it says, this Yoruba party, they've shared sugar, maggi, salt, basin, tin tomatoes, oil. It remains stove, rice, kerosene, matches. So I could just make dinner at once. That's a funny one.
But anyway, yes, Abi, when you go to Nigerian party.
Yeah, so you get bucket self.
It amazes me the things they share. Anyway, Senator Dino Melaye, he said that, let me state categorically that I have turned down the position of Director General of the PDP, Kogi State Governorship Campaign Council. I wish PDP all the best. When truth is a casualty, there is chaos. Senator Dino.
You recently lost the primaries in Kogi State.
And Nigerian politicians, they are bad losers.
Well, one day we'll get him on this program.
Okay, so which tweet do you have there?
Okay, this one is from Anambra First Son. Okay, Anambra First Son says, well, in life, we all work for something. From what I deduced, one has to criticize subtly so that he or she can't jeopardize possible appointment from government. Truly, it has been working because most Nigerian youths are fighting to join the dining table.
Anyway,
I will think about it.
Oh,
it's referring to the budget.
Food for thought. Senator Dino Melaye again on Twitter. I naturally should ignore lies making the rounds that I'm the father of T-Boss's child. Every child is a blessing from heaven to every new mother, and I congratulate T-Boss on the new bundle of joy. As for the father, it's not me. I never dated T-Boss. Anyway, what do you have there? It's always having controversy of fatherhood from all these celebrities. What do you have there?
And the BAM 32 got married last weekend.
Yes. All right, what do you have there?
Okay, that's about it.
Okay.
That's about it for the tweets for now.
Okay, but let me just quickly give us one more tweet. Yes, before we leave the studio, from Magakatzola, there were times when schools opened 8 a.m.
Okay.
Lectures began 8:15 a.m. Schools closed 1:45 p.m. Students wrote and passed WAEC on their own. Now schools begin 7:45 a.m., closes 5 p.m. Holidays are spent on holiday lessons. Yes, students will need help to pass. I mean, in fact, it's still, for me, it's still a mystery. It's still a very...
Holidays are not even enjoyed anymore by the students.
All the book.
Holidays that
they
are
will
supposed
still
to
carry
relax,
expo.
you
They will
still do summer.
Well, Abby, we got to leave the studio. All the show is Perspectives. You can join us on our social media handle on Twitter at See Perspectives, on Instagram and Facebook at Watch Perspectives. And you can follow me on Facebook at Yinka Kenny World, on Instagram and Twitter at Yinka Kenny 1. Abby, we got to leave the studio.
Yes, we got to leave. And like we always say, things will continue to happen. And by His grace, we will continue to be here to share perspectives with you. Thank
exactly,
you.
Because if it happened, it's happening or it's being talked about. The full gist we bring it to you here on Perspectives. Till we come your way, same time, same station next week. I am Yinka Kenny.